Oh boy, getting a little tangled up here. Welcome to Casual Yappage, episode 24. I've really been yapping for 24 episodes. You've seen the behind the scenes, you've seen the real life, you've seen really the journey for the past, year. I think we've been running these episodes for about a year. But yeah, the growth. I feel like Casual Yappage has, made me better at yapping in general. But yeah, today I'm out in Vallejo, California for one reason today. That is music on a Monday. Today is Monday, June 1st, officially the first day of Black Music Month. So why not kick it off right in Vallejo, California? I have a show today. I believe it is at 6:30 p.m. at North Star Studios. That's like downtown Vallejo area. For those of y'all who don't know about the Bay Area, California, Vallejo is slightly north of Oakland and San Francisco. So, yeah, small town, great vibes, always good energy. Many of y'all know I also lived in Vallejo for a couple of years. Just migrated back to Houston from Vallejo, so this will be, I believe my second time returning since moving back. So yeah, that'll be fun just to share new music. I dropped an album a couple days ago, Praying for Peace. It's already doing some numbers. It's just good to see the work paying off, because there's a lot of work that goes into these album curations that just end up as, 20 to 30 minute listens in the car. Like, that was most likely, months to even years of studio sessions, mixing, songwriting, editing, paperwork, just making sure, it gets to the right places and making sure the right people are credited for work that they did, credited and compensated. But yeah, that whole process takes a long, good amount of time. However, I finished it. I finished Praying for Peace. So I actually finished Praying for Peace maybe a month or two ago. And then it's like I uploaded it. I first uploaded it to Even. That's where I always put my music before streaming platforms, just so I know, the people that want to support it direct and hear it before it's just the industry standard version. It's that's what goes on the Even. So on there you'll have the raw takes, the raw cuts. You might get a version that's completely different than what ends up becoming mainstream. But yeah, I have that. I have another album I'm rolling out on there, The Follow Through. I was supposed to drop that last year. I've been talking about The Follow Through for a minute. But I'm hoping to get it out for June 19th. We'll see. We're still in those, final stages. Really just finalizing the paperwork so you can send it off. But after that, I'm pretty much in performance mode. It's summer. It's June. I think my line might have moved. But it's summer. It's June. It's time to perform, I have a performance in... What is this week? This week I got a performance on Friday in Houston, June 5th at the Media Block. That's the Follow Through album release show. So it's like I haven't even released the album, but I'm doing a release show direct to the people, direct to, you know, my community, inviting, you know, people I know to pull up. Then this weekend I head to Austin. I go to Canvas and Vogue has an event I'll be performing at. That would be great. Then on, I'm trying to think. I'm like trying to visualize the calendar here. Boop, 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 boop. The next week, you know, I think I do a little, like, a few camps. I think some summer camps begin this next week coming up, so there'll be that. And then also I will go to Atlanta. I go to Atlanta at the end of June. I'm real excited for that. That took, like, oh my gosh, it probably took me like a month to find a venue in Atlanta where it's like I wasn't gonna have to, like, you know, either break the bank or, like, I don't know, have to sign some crazy deals. Yeah, it's sometimes tough, you know, as independent artists to be like, yeah, I want to come in and throw an event and I'm going to bring 100 people into your venue. It's like, that's kind of hard sometimes when it's like you might not be like a household name or proven data to show people. And it's like a lot of the stuff we do is like, it's outside the normal metric system of like events. It's like we do a lot of community, like pay what you want. So that's a whole new aspect to a lot of like venues that are used to like, okay, how many people do we need to sell tickets for and at what price? And then that gives you the amount of money that you can potentially make or potentially lose. And it's that simple. With offer-based ticketing, it's a little weird because it's like, you really don't know, and you can't know until sometimes the day before or day of when, you know, people get tickets. So that's like a whole new territory that I've had to, you know, get into and learn. But it's been fun. This month is gonna be crazy. FIFA, the FIFA Fan Fest, I'm playing at that. June, I don't even remember the date right now, but it's the week of Juneteenth. So it's like, Juneteenth's gonna be crazy. Juneteenth, I'm playing in Missouri City Juneteenth Festival. I have an hour-long set. That's a lot of time to make a lot of music. I'm gonna bring, you know, some homies with me. What else? Southern Hospitality, y'all know about that by now. Southern Hospitality at the Eldorado Ballroom on Sunday, June 21st. That's also Father's Day. I'm not catching a thing out here. It's crazy. It's like almost as hot here today as it is in Houston, just because of the, you know, the beam of the sun. Don't worry, it's just me catching some grass. Nothing to see. Also, I got these on the road rods. Rough day, rough day, rough day. There's a lot of grass. Mm. Looking a little further into the year, I think one goal I do have is to finally start expanding into these new territories where there are string players. It's been difficult for me to it's like I love, performing with, other instrumentalists, but when I'm performing with string players specifically, there's just a different feeling, I don't know, understanding. So this fall, I'll be, on the quest to just work with and meet as many string players as possible, because I feel like we have a art that's like kind of being lost. Like there are not that many string programs, in schools anymore. So it requires a bit of a resurgence. And it's like all it comes down to is just, finding the places where people are already, doing the thing and teaching and inspiring and being us, And that's not just for classical strings, but for like non-classical strings too. Learning these other genres and crossing over, bridging those gaps. Because there really shouldn't be this many gaps between genres, considering that like music is, it's supposed to be a universal language. I don't know. Everybody is just in a box. I see fish swimming, but they're not swimming towards my bait. I'm gonna go ahead and give a final cast. Should be trout in here. Should be bass. Should be trout in here. Should be bass. Ugh. Tough day on the water right now. Tough day on the water. Y'all know when y'all are in the woods and you hear them leaves rustle? Like, that's what I like about being outdoors. When you're in the woods, you're at the mercy of anything. The woods are unknown. I don't know if there could be Bigfoot out here, if there could be Littlefoot. There's snakes, there's all these flying things. So when you're outside in God's creation, you're reminded that you are not the main character, but simply like a bird just dove and just snatched a fish out of the water quicker. And I've been here for 37 minutes yapping. I'm gonna give one more cast.